Right, so I'm at Bletchley Golf Club today. I'm at base camp on the driving range. It's a fantastic summer's day here. So gonna do a video on leg work and how new rising PGA Tour star Matthew Wolff is using his legs and how he's using the ground underneath his feet to help rotate his body. Okay, so Matthew Wolff, interesting movement of the club and torques and forces on the club and shaft itself, how he gets the club from here to here. That's another story in another video. I want to talk about how Matthew uses his legs and lower body, and how importantly he uses his feet and where he's pushing through his feet to help him get the appropriate reaction from the ground so that he can then activate the muscles to rotate his body in the correct fashion in order for him to hit shots like he needs to play professional golf. So Matthew, when he's swinging the club back, you can see that he uses his left knee, so his weight and pressure is moving a little bit to his right side as he takes the club away. You will see that in all good players that there's a foot pressure shift to the right hand side, because if I'm going to move to the left I've got to push off my right. So you see them push off the left onto the right and then off the right onto the left, okay? And that would be pressure mats that show us that motion, that movement. But we see Matthew actually moving his foot pressure through his heels and toes. So he's actually moving his weight pressure on his feet and forcing the ground under his feet, under his heels and toes. And that's going to allow him to rotate his pelvis in this way. So if I'm pushing like this, if I had some roller skates and I was pushing the roller skates, you would see my hips. So if I push the roller skate that way, that will create this motion of my pelvis. So me doing, if I'm pushing into my toe, through my lead toe, pushing my lead toe through my shoes, okay? So I'm going to get my lead foot and push it this way to rotate my hip backwards. So what Matthew's doing when he's swinging the club back, he's actually moving his weight pressure onto, a little bit onto his right side, he's getting onto his left toes, and he's bringing his left knee inwards, so he's rotating through his lead hip in a way that allows him to then rotate that lead hip back out, which helps move the pelvis. And then he's going to push his weight and feel that he's going to push his feet and toes through his left shoe so that he can clear that left side to rotate his body clear through impact, and then move his club path more left post impact so he doesn't get any excessive post path movement, okay? So we actually see him moving knee in, pressure going onto the lead toes, lots of pressure pushing through the lead toes, and then he uses that pressure, pushes his toes through his shoe to straighten his left leg and actually pull his left foot off the ground and open his pelvis post impact. So if I was to do a little demonstration of that move, so we're going to see this here, okay? I move the club very different to him. I'm not doing this, but I'm going to move the club in a slightly different way on the way back. And then I'm going to feel that my weight pressure is going to push into my lead toe, and then I'm going to use that to clear my lead hip. Okay, so little demonstrations. We can go into this, and I can clear my lead side. You see a lot of very powerful players, especially long drivers, rotating, pushing so hard through their lead toe and pushing their feet out of their shoes and pushing that lead hip backwards so violently that the foot actually pulls back and drags backwards. Okay, so, and again, so I'm going to use the appropriate leg work on the way back to allow me to drive the toes through the lead shoe, out of the lead shoe. Clear my lead side out of the way. Now, obviously looks quite excessive, quite a violent action of my lead hip, but that movement there through that lead foot, giving me ability to push my lead hip back, to rotate my pelvis out of the way, allows me to move the club handle up and in, which is going to help me create more speed through the club head and help me move the club on the appropriate path post impact to help me control curve on the golf ball. Okay, so that's how PGA Tour star Matthew Wolff is using the ground beneath his feet to rotate, activate muscle and limb, to rotate his body correctly on backswing and forward swing, so that he can clear his body to swing through the golf ball in a way that allows him to hit the shots that he needs to shoot his scores. So, little tip and insight on how Matthew Wolff is using the ground to move his upper body and lower body. Hope you enjoyed that tip. Enjoy your golf. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate your support with the channel. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and click on the notifications icon so that when you log on to YouTube, you see my new videos when I release them. Thank you very much. You guys are great.